What's the word? What's going on with you, ladies, gentlemen, children around the world? It's your main man, R.O.L.L.O, repeatedly overcoming life's long obstacles. Today, we're going to talk about, we're going to get into holding your space or holding your position in life. If you want to keep seeing more content, please subscribe and leave some comments too at the bottom there. So let's get into it. Holding your space, holding your position. Regardless of what's going on, we have roles that have been defined for us in our creation, who we are as beings and who we are as individuals. And as life has went on, we have taken upon other roles. So, you know, one of my roles in life is to, through different creative or literary works, one of my roles is to help leave a legacy just simply by sharing the trials and tribulations, the wins, the losses, the ties, the draws that I've been through in my life. That's one of my roles. That's how I have to play my part if we want to create a better future, a better today, a better tomorrow, then I have to play my role if I want to have a better tomorrow for me and everybody else who I genuinely love and care for. And a lot of times people just really completely miss the concept that we are all connected. We all work and generate energy off the same life force. So we all have a responsibility to one another to hold to play our positions and play our parts and play our roles. So, mothers and fathers right now, this is even more so of it. It's always an imperative time, to hold your stance and be firm as far as your duties and your task as a parent in raising and nurturing. So, regardless of if this epidemic was going on or not, you would still have the responsibility of being a responsible parent. Now let's talk about people who, if you draw, or if you paint, or if you knit, or you sew, or perhaps you're a gardener. You like to garden. Um, it doesn't matter what your hobby or what your skill set is. That is your role. That is what you're supposed to be doing so that we can move forward as a conscious collective. And, you know, in every peril, in every setback, and in every, whenever there's confrontation, whenever there's conflict, you know, without conflict, how do we forge character? Hmm? Without losses or defeats, how do we game plan and develop better strategies to reach our goals for success? You can't have success without failure. It goes hand in hand. But see, we look at failure in the wrong light. Instead of looking at failure as, hey, I didn't get the exact result that I wanted from this situation, but let me make a list of what I did learn and the things that I did well. And this goes back to, sorry about that, my allergies have been acting up today. But anyway, so, we are so caught up in really not grasping the key elements to even what we should really, really, really be doing in life. And you would think that in a situation like with what's going on, you would think that people have a little bit more time on their hands and they would start digging deeper on the inside to try to figure out, okay, what exactly am I supposed to be doing right now? You're supposed to be doing what you've always have been doing. You're supposed to be doing the things that you think about that you want to do, but you just don't put the necessary effort in action behind these things. So me, I'm gonna step up. I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm stepping up to the plate to put in an effort to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. The Where's Rollo podcasts or videos, whatever you want to call it. Man, these jump offs, these jokers started back in 2000 and what was that, 2015. And what I did it for maybe 2 months, 2.5 months. And even though it was the one thing in life that I got the most positive feedback from, I got the most positive feedback, from doing these videos here. I got the most positive feedback from doing these videos that I've more than I've got doing anything else in my life in 2015. And it's we'll save this for like a whole nother episode as to why I just stopped doing them. But this is just an example. That's just an example of, I have failed myself and I have failed others by not holding my space and not holding my position. And, this goes for a lot of other, creative works in life that I started and I just stopped. This is this is the time to actually step back, okay? And you still gotta step outside and get some fresh air. You still gotta step outside and reconnect with nature. Nature is nurture. Nature is nurture. I'm not, that's just what it is. You gotta get some fresh air. You gotta disconnect from the things that have you so distracted. The devices, the phones, the video games, the computers. And this is something that I'm challenging myself to as well. You got to step away from some of this stuff so that you can actually get nurtured by nature and you can get in touch with what's on the inside. See, we have a misconception because we haven't been holding our space. We haven't been holding our positions. And all the tools and all the things that we need to hold our space and our positions come from within. We're too busy looking around for external clues and external sources to make decisions and solve problems when in all actuality, um, I'm gonna piggyback this and I'm gonna borrow this from my man Seven. The solution exists before the problem. The solution exists before the problem, but when you look on the outside and you're looking around and you're searching for everything that's already on the inside, then you're not doing the job of holding your position or holding your space. What do you mean you're bored? What do you mean you're bored? So you saying that you weren't bored before? No, in all actuality, you were bored, and you were bored, and so you acted out. You did things that were not in your nature. You put time into things that were not conducive to building anything positive in the future. It was all about instant gratification. Living in the moment. That's fine. You're 14 and you're 15 years old. But when you're an adult and you have responsibilities, completely just living in the moment is completely unacceptable. Okay, well, maybe you were a nail tech or you were a barber or you were a hairstylist and your place of operation, your business of operation is closed down. Does that mean that you still can't do your job and hold your position as a friend, as someone who could provide comfort, someone who could listen, being a better brother, being a better sister, um, being a better you, So, or, okay, I was a barber, I was a nail tech, or I worked in a restaurant, I was a cook or a chef, and my place of employment is closed down. Well, guess what? This is the time for you to dig into your bag. Your bag of tricks is endless. It's infinite. Are you willing to put in the work and do and go about life differently than what you were doing before? So, once again, I'm stepping up to the challenge to get back to holding my position of just being able to offer, some insight from a perspective of I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I never was perfect. I never will be perfect. However, I am more accountable. I am more accountable. Yeah, I got back to recording music and I'm putting music out because music is something that I've been doing for 20 years. But I never made a conscious effort to finish a project. So I need to get back to holding my position. I have I haven't published a literary work in a couple years. Haven't been holding my position. Yeah, I'm holding myself accountable. And nobody said that holding yourself accountable is fun. But, what's not fun is 10 years down the road saying, dang, I wish I would have did this. Dang, I wish I would have did that. And I'm positive that for everybody, over these past 2 or 3 weeks, you've had a conversation with somebody that you probably haven't spoke to in a while, who kind of nudged you in the direction of, well, whatever happened to when you used to do this, or whatever you happened to used to do that. I wish I could take a poll out there of people to, because I'm pretty sure, in the majority, that's what has happened. So yeah, let's hold our space. Let's hold our positions. Let's stand solid. Let's stand firm. I mean, who who do you believe in? That's where we're at right now. Who do you believe in? Because, people who believe in themselves, they are confident, they are loyal, they are firm in holding their position and holding their stance. I talked to my grandmother briefly today earlier. And what was grandma doing? Man, grandma was holding her position. Oh, hey, son. Hey, baby, how you doing? Oh, I was just thinking about you the other day. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, how you doing? Okay, well, could you at least make sure you call me once a month? Once a month, I'm thinking like, dang, I haven't been holding my position as a grandson if all she's asking is to hear from me once a month. Because if she was hearing from me on a more regular basis, she wouldn't just be asking, well, dang, baby, can I at least hear from you once a month? So I got to be better at holding my position as a grandson. Trust me, I'm not here to judge. I've been judged many times, in the judicial system, in the streets, in the academic setting. It's neither here nor there to me. So, I'm not here to judge. I'm calling myself out just like I'm calling everybody else out. Let's hold our positions. If you are into music and you used to record music, well, you need to get back to writing some music. If you used to do poetry, well, you need to get back to writing poems. If you had an idea and you wanted to create some type of crazy video game, well, do some research and start creating your video game. Do what it is that you want to do, because these things in life these things in life that we can't control are gonna continue. All we can do is control what we can control. But when you're not controlling the things that are in your grasp, that you can control and you can contribute, then you're not playing your part and playing your role. See, once more people start holding their positions and playing their parts, the world is going to change. Things are going to change. We will not be forced to put in slave labor to make other people financially free and wealthy. But until we believe that we're not here to be slaves, and we're not here to be told what's going on. I don't need the media or the government to tell me what's going on. We are beings of vast, 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 and infinite intellect. And the moment that we start holding our positions in all aspects of life, we will tap into the infinite knowledge base that we have inside us. You know, so this is your main man Rollo, repeatedly overcoming life's long obstacles. You all hold your positions. Do your do your job. Play your role. I'm not talking about your 9 to 5 job either. That's the last thing I'm talking about right now. Cause you're gonna do that. That's the thing that's I'm trying to close this, but that's the thing that's so profound. It's so amazing. You know what I'm saying? You will do your 9 to 5 job with all the effort and intensity. But when it comes, to doing things that are beneficial for you and your family and your future and for the overall collective, you just won't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't stay consistent with it, but I'm changing that now. So yeah, this is your main man Rollo, repeatedly overcoming life's long obstacles. I'll see you all next time. Take it easy.